Fresh out the oven.
What is cracking, everybody? It is Megapie Man here. You may be thinking to yourself, what exactly am I looking at? I don't recognize this at all. Well, I'm going to tell you what you're looking at. Right now, you are looking at SDK, the source development kit for the Source engine put out by Valve. This is the specific SDK for the game Dino D-Day. It's fantastic. This is how they made every single level in Dino D-Day. I'm pretty sure that this is exactly what they used. Well, this is what they used because they used Source. But I'm pretty sure this is exactly how they did it using this setup right here. This is not a new map for the game. This is something that I am personally working on. This is a map that I am working on making myself. I've been messing around in SDK a little bit, trying to figure out how to make a multiplayer map, and this is what I've come up with so far. It's pretty small. All of these pink areas are the boundaries, so you can go to the pink area, but you can't actually go any farther. So let me give you a little bit of a tour here. We have the ally spawn right here. 2 ally crates that actually do work, and 3 exits. 1 exit here, 1 exit there, and 1 exit right here. These 2 exits, if you're standing out here trying to spawn camp, you can't really see anybody inside, but actually in this one you can completely see everyone. So I don't know if I'm going to change that up. Probably will, but I may not. You can tell that it is the ally spawn by the fact that there are blue windows. The blue windows, as well as the fact that, the Axis can't go in here. That's what this big sign's for. If you go across this little alleyway back here, you get to the Axis spawn, which is pretty much exactly the same as the Allies, except it's got a red door, and it's got these red windows. The main difference between the Axis spawn and the Ally spawn is that the Axis have this room over here where the Tegosauruses spawn in, or you know what? For a sec, his name, Desmatasuches. Sounds Spanish. Desmatasuches. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. They spawn in this room. That's why they got the bigger openings right here, and you can walk into this room from the normal spawn, so anybody can use any of these 4 exits, whereas the Allies only have the 3 exits, because where the Desmatasuches spawn is over here, we've got this little bit of an overhang and some cover. Now what you mainly fight about in this map is you fight over this water tower. This water tower right here. This is it. This is it. You just fight in this corner and you just shoot it. No, I'm just kidding. This main building right here. Now this is called Train Yard. That's the best name that I've come up for it so far. You've got this ramp that can lead up that you can use your dinosaurs to walk up here. Any dinosaur fits on top of this ramp, even the Desmatasuches. I know I'm saying that wrong. They will fit on top of this railing. You could come around here. There's an exact railing on the opposite side. Both sides have the same railing. Both sides have pretty much the exact same thing. Come up here on this railing and come in here, and we have the main building that's holding some trains. We have this anti-aircraft train car right there, and we have a wrecked dinosaur holder right here that it's called a wrecked version of it, but I'm kind of using it just as a non-wrecked version because I have this slope right here that you can use to actually just walking in on top of this thing. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like that or not, but anyway, you can walk in here and you have this train, and you got some trucks, and you have this piece in the middle, just some junk in the middle, some random crap. And then there's this big room right here. If you follow going around this grate, you can go past behind this little piece of metal right here. These pieces of metal are actually here for a reason, because if they weren't, then you could actually go over here, and then I'll just clip through this for a little bit, and then you could just spawn camp right into their spawn right there. So best way I could figure out how to stop it, I mean, I put a truck in front, so you couldn't do that from the ground level. So if you look over here, you see that yellow block, red one, that's the truck. So you can't really spawn camp this one. But I was having an issue, like if you came over here as Hissman, if you spawned as Hissman, the Axis sniper, then you could snipe into the allies, or if you spawn as Iona, then you can snipe into the Axis. So to stop that, I've got these pieces of metal right here I don't know if I'm going to keep those or try to change them to something else that's not necessarily so dumb. But for right now, that's what they are. If you continue your way around your grate, you go over here to this little room. The idea behind this room is this is the room where they would like have all of the equipment or whatever to run this stuff. You know, it's an Overwatch room, so if in an actual train yard. I was trying to think of actual train yard stuff, and this seems like a room that would make sense because this would have all the control panels and crap in it. But anyway, we got our windows right here, no draw windows. If you know about making windows in Source, then you know what you're looking at. On this side, they're like actual windows. These windows are right now, they are to breakable surface, so when you shoot, it won't shatter completely. They will shatter, but not completely. They'll just kind of like crack and then have different holes in them. I'll show you when I run this in Dino D-Day itself. And then we have the ladders. Each side of this room has a ladder on it. The ladders, of course, only being accessible by human characters. It's a little bit of an easier way to get up here. Dinosaurs have to go around and go up this ramp, whereas the humans have the option of both going up this ramp or coming in here and going up this ladder. Let's see, is there really anything else? Out here, we have just background stuff. We've got a roundhouse right here, if you know what that is with trains or whatever. I'm not sure if that's its actual name, but this would be where you would drive in. There's actually nothing in here, just a bunch of tracks. But you would drive in, there would be a circle here, and then you could turn the train and put it in any of these different garages, similar to how I have this locomotive coming out of this garage. I've got a tank car coming out of this one. It was kind of cheap here, just put a black screen in case anyone actually saw that. Over here we got a little bit of a train wreck. Coming out of this part of the roundhouse, we've got a flat car over here. It's got some boxes falling off. We've got a wrecked box car leading up to a sideways locomotive. It is the exact same locomotive that is right next to it, but you know, this one's sideways. And it messed up some of the fence. Just because I can, because I'm cool. We got another tank car right there. Some more broken or messed up box car. I think that's just one right there. Messed the fence up a little bit. If you come over here, this is blocked off by this truck and these barbed wire fences. And then we have some more fencing. And on this side of the fencing, we have a bunch of box cars that lead out to this building that I kind of cheapened out again and just made it black because that's really the border. Although the skybox this is the border of the map. I haven't set up the 3D skybox yet, so you'll only see it about this point. Boxcars, a little extra building, just to make it look less bland. Some more boxcars over here. Building actually goes on top of the boxcars. You see there's a little gap right there. And then over here, we got a little bit more fencing. And then all of these trees, all of these things are trees. We got trees, and then all that's trees. The last thing to really show off is this little rail system we got going right here, leading to this train. That's got the dinosaur thing and a Panzer, pretty much. And that is the basic overview of the map. If you come up here, just go up here for a little bit, get a bit better overview. You can see that it is a very small map. It is a close quarters map. It is not the first map that I have made, but it's the first one that's successfully working. So let's go start up Dino D-Day, and I will show it off to you guys in there. Alright, here we are in Dino D-Day, actually running the map that I just showed you in the program's called Hammer. It's what you use in STK to work with different things, or the source development kit. Here we are in the Axis spawn up as Hissman here, the Axis sniper. As you can see, the map might look a little weird because I have yet to add any lighting. I have the skybox in, but I don't have the environmental lighting in, which means I don't have the need to put any lighting in any buildings, because with environmental lights in, there'll be light outside and it'll be dark in here. But as for right now, this works for now. If you walk up to these, you'll see that these actually do work. Thankfully, you got the one here, you got number 2 there, and you have number 3 right here in here, and the Dismatasucha spawn. I wanted to make sure I had one in here just in case they couldn't go through this door, which I'm not exactly sure if they can or not. I don't know, we'll figure that out later. If you walk out here looking around, you will be able to notice that yes, the skybox is up, but if you actually, yeah, you see that you only got that little half of a building. Actually, I need to fix that because that black's showing. You got this little piece of the building because right back there, where that building stops is actually where the skybox stops. When I set up the 3D skybox, I can make that bigger, and I can make like look like it goes on and on forever. While I'm outside here, I want... Ooh, look, a goat. Shoot. While I'm outside here, I want to show off the fact that Hissman's pterosaur does work. Spawns in right there. Took me forever to get that thing to work. For some reason, I was having the most horrible time with it, but it does work. The actual pterosaur NPC is behind this building. He spawns in on this side. He'll spawn in right over here. Got that set up. And then on this side, because you probably should have, depending upon your map, if you have a really small map, you probably could just have him spawn in the middle, but I have him spawn on both sides. You can have him spawn in, and he will fly in from right there. Actually clip through that water tower. It's kind of weird. Anyway, you'll see that you actually can't go in here. I do have these set up so you can't exit the opposite team base. Let's just go to these sandbags. Can't enter, I guess I should say. Can't enter the opposite team base. Goats. There. See, now that everything's not blocked, you can see them. All of these trees and the train cars and everything. It's on top of this right here. This is blocked off. I actually did figure out how to use ropes. Forgot to show that off. So it looks like wires. This is all blocked off. Everything over there is blocked off because that's where the pink was. So anywhere that there was the pink in Hammer or SDK, I do need to change it this way. This goat's looking right now. He's just staring at a wall. But anything that was pink is exactly where you can't go. As you can see, there was pink here. You can't go over there. Let's go up top and get a better view. I'm debating whether or not to add railing onto these grates. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. But you can see the train rank a bit better here. All the little boxes. All these train cars, of course, you can definitely see. They're not in the yellow boxes. Over here, we got a big pile of beams and some junk. And as you can see the roundhouse a little bit better. You can see these as well. There's the 3 chairs that are just randomly there. You got all of the papers that are on this block over here. I wasn't exactly sure. I had to put this block here because of how the fencing is. And if I would have put out that fence there, the fence would clip into the top of the fence would clip into the other top of the fence, and it would look horrible. So I had to put something here. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this, if I'm going to change it or like put something on it or not. I'm not really sure. Suggestions about that, please leave in the comments. See, if you come over here, you can't snipe into their spawn. Beforehand, you could stand right. Actually, you can kind of still see that a little bit. I have to figure something out about that. But you could completely just walk over here and have huge access to it. Now, if you go into this control room that would have had control panels, if this game had control panels, or I knew how to put aspects into this game that would be control panels to the fact that you could download them on your computer and play them, I don't know how to do that. But here's the windows that we saw before. Shoot in this window because it's a breakable surface. It'll have this little hole and it'll crack all the way up. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it like this or if I'm going to change it to that shooting it once will cause the whole thing to break, because you can walk through it. Ow. You can walk through it, causing that to completely break, or you can just shoot it and it'll crack. I'm not sure if I want to keep it like that, because it right now looks kind of like bulletproof glass. Sort of bulletproof glass. Yeah, those were words. Sort of bulletproof glass, not completely bulletproof glass. You know what I mean? If it was bulletproof, it wouldn't leave the hole in the first place, but I'm not sure. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It's a very small map, so there's not really too much to show off. You can come down here in this big open area. Both sides have stairs accessing the top, and there is that train car again. We have this opening right here that you can't actually go through because it's all blocked off, but you can definitely see where the thing lines off. I really need to work on the 3D skybox. 2 things I really suck at in SDK: lighting and 3D skyboxes. I'm going to head back here to the spawn, and I do have these set up as team safe zones, so you can spawn to any other class while you're in here, up to a certain amount of times, and then Dino D-Day forces you to have to wait for a timer. But if you spawn to the Desmanasuchus, you will see that you will spawn in here. That is specifically set up, and all of the guns work, and all the crap. Fantastic. Let's switch to the allies. I am going to have to wait some time here, Because if you switch classes, there's no team safe for switching classes. Here we are in the ally spawn, you can tell. You got the blue door, you got the blue windows out here. But Joe's artillery also does work now that I have the skybox set up. I think Joe's artillery only needs the skybox, whereas Hisman needs a little bit more. Let's do the no clip. Server. Yeah, what am I doing? SV_cheats. 1 no clip. There we go. Now we're making no clip. Hisman actually needs to have this guy somewhere in the map. No, don't chase me. Don't chase me. Don't chase me. Get away. Killing him any other... You can't access that guy any other time. Where is it going? It's coming back. Fly away. Fly away. I don't know where you're going. Anyway, you can't access this guy any other time because he's behind this building. He's not really... Don't really have to worry about blocking him off because there's absolutely no way back here unless, of course, you serve cheat. And no clip. But that is it. That is the map. This is what I have right now. If you are interested in actually downloading this map and trying out for yourself, then keep watching this video and I will go show you how to do that. Alright, here we are on the Dino D-Day Steam forums. You'll see we have all these sticky things that are here by the developers. Developers are really devoted to this game and they're pretty integrated with their community. But if you scroll down here, I have created this thread, the Dino D-Day Custom Map Test Thread. This thread is dedicated to anyone who's working on making a custom map. You can post a test version in here if you want people to test it or not. So let's just click on this. Here is the first version of the map I had. It's a lot different from what I have right now. I'm pretty happy with what I got right now. It was alright back then, but it is set up for deathmatch. So if you want to try this out, you can do some deathmatch with some people in a private map or match. I got some pictures here. This is the current version of the map, DM Train Yard 2. It is, of course, deathmatch as well, as you saw when I was... Just hit my mic. As you saw that when I was in there, it is set up to play. You can play it up to 50, but it just doesn't have the lighting or the 3D skybox. Here are some pictures that you can look at of it. But if you want to play this map, simply click on the link in the description, which will probably take you to here. I don't know where else it will take you. Scroll down to this thread. It's the thread, not this thread, this post. It'll be me double posting right here. The ones we reply under Irwin, or Ermin, I guess, Ermin. And then down here, it'll have all these pictures on it. And then click on this link. Click on that link, you would then be able to save this map. Then you'll need to go to your folders. If you don't know how to run a map that you save, I will show you. Save this map somewhere on your computer. Go to your folders. Go to computer. Click here. Program files. Press S just to go down to Steam. Go to your Steam apps. Common. Go to your Dino D-Day folder. Go to Dino D-Day, and then go to Maps. And then you want to copy and paste DM Train Yard that BSP that you saved into this folder, because this has all of the other things. This has a couple other maps I've been working on. I'm working on trying to make the Uncharted 2 Trainwreck map. That map's really turning into a train wreck of itself. But it's also got Garage in here. That was another map it was really the first map that I made, and that thing was horrible, and I really messed that up. But you can look down here. My first map. Oh, I remember that. You can scroll down here. You can see all of these are BSP, such as trainer.bsp. This is what it'll look like when it is in your folder. Just paste that into there, and then I'll go back to Dino D-Day and show you how to specifically set up to play this map, since it's not going to be in your multiplayer rotation, because it's not an actual map. It's a custom map that's not actually on a server. So I'll be right back. Alright, for those of you who don't already know how to do this, some of you probably will, but since you're in here at Dino D-Day and now you have pasted your map into your Dino D-Day map folders, go to Play Online, Create Game, Map, drop down list. It's already set up here, DM Train Yard 2. Just click this, and then you can click any map that is in your map folder. Just scroll down, of course, click on Train Yard 2. You can click over to game. I have a password set up right now. Look at that, hands. Probably change that. I have a password set up right now because I'm not sure if when you do the create custom game, the server appears on the dedicated server list or not. I'm not sure if it does, so I'm always cautious and just throw a server password on here. Although I am in offline mode right now, I do that anyway, just in case I'm not. You can also tweak different settings for what you're playing, like deathmatch. The frag limit's right now at 50. I could set that to like 1,000, and then you could play whatever map up to 1,000, but keep that at 50. And you can change the different timing and stuff around here. But that is it. That is how you play Train Yard 2. Just click on Train Yard 2, just set it up there, and click Start, and let it all load, and be good to go. Let me know what you think about this map. Either make a post on the Dino D-Day Steam thread about the map underneath the thread or post. Underneath the post that you can download the map from. Make a post right there letting me know what you think about the map. Or just a comment below in the video, or send me a PM if you really feel like you want to do that. Send me a private message and tell me things. Either tell me about everything I'm doing wrong, or tell me about how much you like it, or whatever. It is definitely not the final version of this map. I accidentally loaded, it looks like I accidentally loaded the Train Yard 1. You can see there are a lot of differences, such as this isn't here, and the spawns are broken up. But anyway, that is it for right now. I will talk to you guys later. Please do test out this map for me. I want to make this as good of a map as possible, and maybe if I get it good enough, it might just be good enough that someone will throw it on their server for Dino D-Day. So, till next time, I'm MegaPieman, and I will talk to you guys later.